So guys, you've seen pocket squares, but these pineapple squares were made right here in Kansas City. When I was folding mine, I wondered, how did they get such rich color into the fabric? An urban dye artist shows us. What are we working on right now?
So right now we are indigo dyeing some of the pineapple square pocket squares. The great thing about these pocket squares is that they're all natural fabrics. It's all linen, and that's the only way you can dye with indigo. You have to have a natural fabric.
Okay, so I want to get on the process with you. What's the first step?
Yeah, so just drop the fabric into this little bowl of water here.
Getting it nice and clean.
Yeah, the fabric has to be wet so that the indigo will fully absorb into the fabric.
Okay, yeah. Then what do we do?
So we will take the fabric out of the water, squeeze all the excess water out, and we're gonna smooth it all out so it goes into the vat. If there's any wrinkles, it will show in the fabric. So you have to make sure that everything is really spread out.
It would accidentally give you that tie-dye effect. We're not going for that look.
Not right now.
Okay.
An indigo vat is very fussy, so you have to be really mindful when you're dipping into it. You also don't want to get drops into it. You don't want to slosh around too much. So I'm just going to slowly drop the fabric in.
How do you actually build color?
So you have to dip the fabric in multiple times. If you want a light fabric, like the fabric that we did for pineapple squares, that's about 1 to 2 dips, but you can, dip it up to 10 times and get a really nice dark indigo. So I'm just leaving the fabric in for a little while. It's a natural indigo vat, so it takes a little bit more time to kind of soak in.
What's it doing right now? You mentioned this word oxidizing. What does that mean?
So that is going to happen when I take the fabric out of the vat. So right now, it's soaking up all the indigo. And once I take it out, the contact with the air will actually turn it into the indigo color. I'll show you here. So when we pull it out, it's gonna be kind of a greenish color, a greenish yellow.
Still pretty.
Yep. And then we're gonna squeeze it out. And you guys can see really quickly it's gonna oxidize and turn a couple shades darker than it just was, right?
Man, Alex, you're more of a magician than a master dyer. I love this.
So we're gonna throw it back into the water, which will help it oxidize a bit more. And there we go.
That is so beautiful. And we actually see several over there. That's what it looks like when it's dry. Then through TV magic, it's also dry over here. And this is the pineapple square that was actually in that video after it was stitched. We'll show you that process in just a few minutes. Welcome back. Pocket squares date back to the Egyptians and more modern day men used to separate themselves in the job market after World War II. Now let's see how locally owned pineapple squares is changing the game. So how did you get started? Have you just always loved pocket squares?
Yes, I've always had a love for pocket squares. My mother never let me wear them when I was younger. And so once I got to a certain age where I could afford my own, I just kind of went crazy with it, and now I'm making my own. Pocket squares are just this fun extra flair that you get to add to all different types of outfits.
Okay, and these aren't just for men. I've also seen women styling them.
Yes, what's great about our pocket squares is everybody can wear a pocket square. Everyone has fun with it.
Okay, and something that's really amazing, these are being sewn right here in Kansas City, actually before our eyes.
Yes, we're right here in the West Bottoms in the Stockyard Exchange building, and Laura is our master sewer, and she is gonna show you an example.
So Laura, let's get a closer look at your finished product. You like it?
I love it.
Okay, now you also like helping companies maybe from the ground up.
Yes, I've been doing this for quite a few years, so I've been in the industry, and there's only a handful of us in Kansas City that know how to do this, and I literally love it. I love cutting fabric and getting to a finished product and helping people. And so when I see somebody like Sean get this far, it's pretty exciting.
And she's an expert at sewing many things, including these pineapple squares. Sean got the idea for pineapple squares when traveling around with his wife at trade shows. She also owns a fashion company. In the next half an hour, we'll show you some popular folds.
All right, welcome back to Better Kansas City. Now, Belinda, you've been rocking the pocket square today. It's very fancy and I like it a lot.
Well, it's something new for me, but we've introduced you to Pineapple Squares, a company making them right here in the metro. It would be a major fashion faux pas if we did not show you all the folds. So first up, Sean's actually gonna show us the twin peak.
Yes. So we're going to lay out the pocket square flat. We're gonna move it into a diamond position. We're gonna fold one end over, and then we're going to fold both sides inwards and wrap that guy around. And there you have the twin peak. And when it goes in your pocket, it will actually come out like that.
And that's just such a perfect fold. I think I wanna get in on the action.
Absolutely. So let's do it. Lay your pocket square out flat. We're gonna pinch the center, bring it upwards. We're gonna make an OK sign with our hand and put it around the pocket square, pull it through like a magic trick, and just flip it upside down, and there you have the reverse puff.
And I think the ladies would really love this because you can see so many different peaks. This is called the reverse puff?
Yes, correct.
Okay, I love that. Now, Sean, I think we've got time for one more, so maybe show us your favorite or one of the last ones.
So my favorite right now is actually the single peak. So you'll do the diamond, you'll fold over once, you'll fold the sides inwards, wrap it around, the single peak.
Beautiful, and again, here are 5 everyday folds, but he told me that there are actually more than 50. So really, these are quite versatile. So when we said there are more than 50, I actually have a different fold in right now, but Sean gets a big props for teaching me my very first fold. And he also said that there's a lot of opportunity for this business to grow. Most pocket squares are made out of silk, probably similar to what's in your
I think that's silk.
right now.
I don't know what it is. It's whatever came with the suit jacket.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, but his are actually made out of linen, and he doesn't know any other company that's making that kind.
Yeah. Well, no, I think they're really cool, especially on yours, the way that it's tailored, that it has the black around the edges. I think it really sets it off and it really pops from the jacket that you're wearing. And yeah, I'd really like to try one of those myself. So
and we saw this little indigo dye in the first story.
Yeah,
so that's
is that
cool.
the one that you guys made?
It's the same one.
Oh, very cool. No, I definitely want to check that out. Very neat.